feels like he got burned there. He decided to play on.
Indication of how much Del Potro has improved his service. We look at our own chase review and did catch the line. Roger would have been wrong had he challenged. Last year, Del Potro, the entire season, 295 aces. Coming into the match today, 573. Doubled it up. So he has added some punch.
Yeah. And you notice where he came up on the ball there, right in the middle of the court. Take away Del Potro's angle. And he just keeps the volley deep enough. And see it skid there? He couldn't get as much on it as he wanted. Just a beautiful angle here. Obviously more relaxed at the start and moving better because of that.
Tipping his strategy early.
He's never lost to Juan Martín Del Potro in 6 tries, so he's a lot more comfortable with this matchup. And he's never lost in a major to anyone but Rafa Nadal. 3 times at the French, once at Wimbledon, once this year at the Australian.
Del Potro, in the first 5 meetings facing Federer, did not win a set, but he did at the French Open back in June. Go 5 sets and led 2 sets to 1, and it was 3-3 in that final set before he seemed to tire and Federer raced away.
And the belief maybe not quite there yet. I don't think it's the case now. This is the first time I think he's come into a major thinking he could win the whole thing.
But him trying to beat Rafa and Roger in the same major, first of all, that's never been done. It's been done a couple of times in other tournaments. Nalbandian's done it, and Djokovic. But that's like Kleisters having to beat Venus and Serena to win this major last night.
That's such a smart return. See Roger step in. He knows that Del Potro's tight, so he's going to get a pretty easy second serve. He just angles it off for a winner. Already a break point.
Just 90 miles an hour on that second ball.
He hasn't gotten a first serve in yet.
Now he hit the serve and that forehand with some authority.
That's his key, obviously, to take control off the serve.
Languid in style is Del Potro. No hurry, kind of eases his way into the performance. .134-mile-an-hour miss.
Still looking to shake the nerves out of his system.
Father Robert Federer.
And you only add more pressure by missing all these first serves in this game.
Wife Mirka, most of you know, twin daughters a month ago.
Nice collection of forehands from Del Potro. Federer lost his rally somewhere in the middle of it by putting back a pretty soft forehand and allowed Del Potro to take command. His forehand's his biggest shot as well.
And Roger looked to run around it, but he didn't get that arm extended enough. And he came up short, and that's when Del Potro took over the point.
He's going to have to pick up that first serve percentage. Another miss, 1 for 9.
He's got great reach, obviously, Del Potro at 6'6". So it appears early that Rogers is playing it back to the center of court and not giving him that angle. That's a good move.
Third break point, Federer. That huge first serve. Youngest player in the top 10, Del Potro, entered the championship ranked 6th and seeded 6th. He'll be number 5 at the end of this championship, passing Andy Roddick.
He sets a tone there where he hits a number of balls towards the center of the court, and then he just rips one. And then it's really keeping Del Potro on edge. He's plenty nervous already coming out in this court.
5-time reigning champion, putting a lot of pressure in this first service game.
Well, that's going to be a big challenge for Del Potro. He's a pretty good long rally player, but he doesn't want to do it on his own serve. He wants to do it on this guy's.
If he can dig out of this game, it'll be a great boost for him to know that he can deny 4 break points. A long service game.
And your mentality against Federer has to be to stay with him, to try to take a match like this to tiebreakers.
Threw off the rhythm of the ball and mistimed by Del Potro.
Well, that should give him more time, if anything. The quality that play is so high that Rogers come out with, and combined with the fact that he's never been in this position before, he's really struggling to get off the mark here.
Is he any good?
He looked up. He loves this. He loves looking at the scoreboard and watching himself in the replays. He does it on the changeovers too.
Totally off the court and then comes back to whip that
taking
winner.
another look at it. Yeah.
Take a bow, Roger.
You like expect it to go in. That's what's frightening.
That's as excited as Papa's been some time.
Del Potro stared at him for about 10 seconds. You cannot be serious.
Well, that's not your normal second game shot.
Del Potro afterwards.
Wait till he warms up.
A lot of folks that don't normally watch tennis. This one of the 4 majors starts in Australia, then the French Open, Wimbledon, and the U.S. completing the season. You're looking at a man that many feel is the greatest to ever play this sport. So whether you know a lot about the game or not, just to see someone who is a superstar. On the line.
Call on the left far sideline.
That wasn't even close to being out.
Jake Garner indicating that Del Potro